80 foot of steel and holds a hard and hardy crew. Stacked with pots and boys, we got a lot of work to do. Let the gale blow to hell, it's all the same to me. I love my job, I love the sport, I love the salty sea. Been 3 long days upon the waves to the Bering Sea we're bound. We'll do our best, there'll be no rest till we leave these fishing grounds. Let the gale blow to hell, it's all the same to me. I love my job, I love the sport, I love the salty sea.
We got a pretty confused sea. We're heading on a southeast track towards Bermuda, about a day and a half out of Bermuda. We've got the whisker pole holding out the Genoa and heading downwind. Pretty nice. Water temperature is about 28 degrees. It's comfortable in a t-shirt out here, but if you stayed out more than a few minutes, it'd start getting a little chilly. The sun is just starting to come out. This old girl's just sailing beautifully. All right, Sam, you're on the GoPro.
We're 198 nautical miles from Bermuda. It's about 4:30 East Coast time, which I have no idea when we cross the time zone. But it's captain's hour, so we're allowed 1 beer a day. Says our skipper, and we're just trying to find a happy setting here to where we can downwind sail all the way in. Beautiful night. Doesn't get much better than this.
Nope. See, the Genoa's up and flying.
We're averaging 7.5 knots. We've got 25 knots on our stern, 17 or 18 knots apparent wind, and we're tracking about 140 true, and we're somewhere in the North Atlantic.
It's definitely a windy one today. It's a Wednesday evening. Well, early evening. It's only 4:30 local on the East Coast. It's probably about 5:30 where we're at, because we're still headed east and southeast to Bermuda. Didn't do a travelogue yesterday. We were in monstrous winds and seas, and we were just pretty much hunkered down, just riding it out. Monday night we started picking up some wind, and by 2, 3 in the morning, it was blowing 25 to 30 with gusts to 35, and then had to hunker down all day Tuesday. Pretty much the same thing. We're kind of running a beam reach and hunkered down. Finally passed through the cold front, or the cold front passed over us about 2 a.m. this morning, and the wind shifted, and ever since then it's been downwind, on a downwind point of sail on a broad reach, headed to Bermuda, about a day and a half out. Morning Dove is performing perfectly. Yep, Wednesday morning, just coming up to the close of our 5th day at sea, and we're showing 115 nautical out of Bermuda. Puts us in there in about 12 hours, as long as the wind keeps up, and the forecast says it will. It was a great evening. Most yesterday we had a downwind sail once the cold front passed us. Really nice conditions. We actually pulled out the Genoa. Did quite nicely at 7, sometimes 8 knots. We even got a 9.6 knot boat speed, so we had to pull back some sail. That's a bit too much. And the wind has shifted out of the northeast now, so we've got just half of the beam reach going on to Bermuda. Let's see, and we've got about triple reef. We're showing 25 knots, and the sea, oh, there's a big one, and the seas are big. The seas are big. We've got probably 8 to 10 foot swells, and I can even pick out a few that I think are close to 12 feet. And mourning dove just plows right over him, just climbs the top of one and down the other and climbs the next one. Sometimes it heels us over pretty good, but you know, the boat just plows on forward. Overcast day, supposed to be like this all day. Sun might peek out a little bit. Nice thing is it's still shirt sleeve weather. Water temp is 28 degrees, so it means the air temp is close to that, so it's beautiful. Take a look outside of some of this big water. Yeah, we've got about a third of the main out, a third of the Genoa out, and just kind of plowing along in the Atlantic, heading to Bermuda. Some boisterous sailing. You got to really watch your handholds. Quite often we're getting heeled over to 30 plus degrees, and if you don't, oh god, if you don't have a real good handhold, it's you'll go flying. You could easily break a bone in conditions like this. A windy day on the Atlantic. There goes another one. We're getting these waves is actually putting the tow rail right in the water. Yeah, it's definitely a wild ride. Everybody's doing okay though. The boat just plows through it, heels over, rights or south, and keeps on going. It's really an amazing boat. Yeah, this one right now, that's easily 10 feet. It started out as quite an easy trip. Hardly any winds for the first couple of days, and then we've had nothing but winds since. Good sailing day yesterday. Coming after the cold front passed us, we were running downwind most of the day. It was just a real nice point of sail. Had the fishing line out. Didn't catch anything but a bunch of seaweed. But we had fun. Kind of got things cleaned up in the boat and had time to finally dedicate some time to playing with the new Ray Marine chart plotter to learn that. So 113 out of Bermuda. That puts us into Bermuda less than 24 hours from now. We're doing 6 to 7 knots, so making some pretty good headway. Might even be in there before first light, in which case we'll have to stand off. It's a pretty complicated anchorage, so.
Yeah, he's moving over a little bit now.
Yeah.
He's sailing into Bermuda Harbor. Bruce in command. Bruce, anything to say?
Yeah, it's been a great 6 days. You know, the wind kicked our asses, but we were never down. Just coming in into St. George's now. Got the wind at our back, the waves at our back, the currents coming from 2 different directions, and there's traffic coming out. So.
And another sight you don't see every day, Sam is awake.
I've been awake for 2 hours.
Man, what a fantastic slog. Here it is, it's Thursday, about 5 in the afternoon, and we're in Hamilton, Bermuda. And there's Morning Dove behind me. Morning Dove sailed us here in just absolute great style. Geez, we had a great trip. We had more wind than we know what to do with. At time we had 47 knots of wind, and that boat just plowed on and just did a beautiful job. We were white-knuckled, but she was just moving at her own pace. And that's it. Sam and Peter just went over to the local watering hole, so I'll go join them, and we'll take a couple shots and see what we can put together. We'll try to stay out of trouble. But in Bermuda, we'll leave Morning Dove here for a few weeks on the 1st of January. Leslie and Lance and I will take her down to St. Thomas. So, looking for great fun. The adventure is going. The adventure has started. Nice view of Morning Dove, and in the background, the white building is Customs House, where we cleared customs. They're going to let us, Bermuda Yacht Services are going to let us tie up here for the evening and kind of do some cleanup and have access for tomorrow, and then tomorrow afternoon we'll put her on a buoy. But it's a beautiful fall evening. Temperature is cool. Wind's blowing. You know, it's fall, winter time here, but it's a lot cool. It's a lot warmer here than if we were down in the Chesapeake where they've been having snow and such. So we'll take this as a stopover point to let Morning Dove have her peace while we head back home for the holidays. Let's see who's in here. I think we got a couple of our guys. All right. Gee, now that was quick. That was quick. I mean, 30 seconds ago you were walking in the door and I come in and shit, you already got a beer in hand. That speaks well of the hostess. It really does. IPA type, or what do you have? Sam Adams.
Let the gale blow to hell, it's all the same to me. I love my job, I love this boat, I love the salty sea. Let the gale blow to hell, it's all the same to me. I love my job, I love this boat, I love the salty sea.